What's up, meatbags? I am the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD coming at you with another video. This time we're going to be talking about the finger poke of doom. Now, before we get to the topic at hand, I just want to say sorry for not having this video out on Monday like it's supposed to. I did do a stream with Spectre. We were discussing the quartering and his alleged call with YouTube, and then I streamed with Max for 2 hours, so I was exhausted and I didn't get the video out on time like I was supposed to. So again, I do apologize. And another quick thing I want to mention is eventually I'm going to have special thumbnails for each different topic. So you could just look right at the videos. You'll know that that's a wrestling topic by the thumbnail. That's a video game topic, a whatever, a movie topic. That way each one is distinct but similar enough that they stand out, and you'll be able to just visualize real quick what each one is. All right, then. With that said, let's discuss this finger poke of doom. Now, I was a huge, huge wrestling fan at this time when this happened. I was watching WCW religiously. We'd watch Nitro, Thunder, Saturday night, all the pay-per-views. On time. Not even the replays. I would watch them live. Now, we can talk about how Nitro's ratings were going down prior to this event. We can discuss how during this event, right after the finger poke of doom, Goldberg did do a run-in. Simultaneously on WWE, we had Steve Austin do a run-in, and Goldberg's run-in scored quite a bit higher than Austin's on the Nielsen ratings. Not only that, Austin's run-in actually cost the WWE some ratings. They lost ratings. People changed the channel back over to Monday Nitro to see the aftermath of the finger poke of doom. Now, we could discuss that, but ratings, they don't tell the whole picture. They don't tell the whole story. Because, the fans, they're not necessarily what drives the product. You got people in the back making decisions, people deciding on things, killing stories, killing angles. You got wrestlers getting sick, wrestlers getting caught with illegal substances, taking time off, things like that throw everything out of whack. And you end up with something that, wasn't planned on, and it might have a story or an angle end in a weird way that looking back you'll say, yeah, that was a bad angle, that was a bad idea. Why did they do that? So we're not going to do that. We're not going to play Monday night quarterback. We're not going to use that hindsight being 2020. We're just going to talk about it in the moment. Now, when this happened, I remember watching the show. This was right after Kevin Nash had defeated Goldberg for the title, ended the streak. We had a run-in from Scott Hall. He tasered the shit out of Goldberg. A lot of people say that was wrong, that shouldn't have ended the streak, that it made Goldberg look weak. But, I remember everybody talking about it at school. I remember everybody saying that, Goldberg got screwed. It took two guys and a taser to, get the title off him. They were ready for Goldberg to come back, do his thing, bust through all the competition, get a new streak going, get that title shot, win it again. People were excited. Then we go to Monday Nitro and we have Kevin Nash. He's willing to put the title on the line. He's going to do it one more time against Goldberg. It's going to be clean. People are excited. I remember in our house we were like, oh, we get to see this again on Monday Nitro for free. We were excited. Then comes the angle with Miss Elizabeth accusing Goldberg of harassing her, stalking her, being a crude individual towards her, if you will. This led to the police getting involved, Goldberg being arrested. Kevin Nash obviously was upset that he did not get a chance to prove that he was better than Goldberg, that he could beat him clean. He was looking around trying to see who might have been in charge of this, who might have put Miss Elizabeth up to this. And of course, Hulk Hogan had came back. He was, I believe, making a movie or something. He hadn't been around for a while. Scott Steiner was in charge of NWO Hollywood. So Hogan came back, immediately Nash is blaming Hogan. Hogan's trying to, play it off. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Goldberg is a scumbag. We got Eric Bischoff on commentary saying bad things about Goldberg. No one's buying it, but that's how the show goes. So that leads to Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan agreeing to a title match one more time in the ring. Nash is gonna bury Hulk Hogan. He's gonna end NWO Hogan. The Wolfpack is gonna be triumphant, and then we get to the match, and something happens. Something unexpected. Something shocking. Hulk Hogan touches Kevin Nash with a simple finger poke. Down he goes. Hogan makes the pin. We get the 1, 2, 3, and the NWO Wolfpack and the NWO Hollywood are united as one. A new super NWO, if you will. And of course, Goldberg, he gets away from the police. They let him go. He's cleared of all charges. He comes storming back to the arena. He's looking at to get some revenge. He's a little late to stop the match. He's a little late to stop Hogan from winning the title, but he's gonna go in there and whoop some ass. And he does. He starts clearing house. He takes out Scott Hall, takes out Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner. He takes out Hogan. But then, Hogan hits him with the belt. The numbers game just too much for him. But who would come from the back? Who's gonna come out and save Goldberg? None other than Lex Luger. Lex Luger comes running out the back. He gets a big pop from the crowd. They're all excited. And then Lex Luger turns on Goldberg. And that's right, folks. Lex Luger also joins this new Super NWO. See, Lex was in NWO Wolfpack, but they were good guys. So, people weren't sure what was going on. They thought it was just a Kevin Nash, Hogan screw job, But no, Lex Luger was in on it too. So now, you have the elite of the elite in WCW joined together once again in the NWO. And I remember this vividly. The next day at school, everybody was excited. The NWO had gotten back to basics. It had gotten back to what it was supposed to be, the elite, the best of the best, guys kicking ass, taking names, disrespecting tradition, disrespecting rules and authority, Nobody would lay down for somebody and just let them win a title. That's not something you do. That's not something that's done. That's disrespectful to the sport. But it works for the NWO because that's their gimmick. That's their whole story. And I remember everybody was excited. Everybody was like, man, what's going to happen next? How's Goldberg going to get the title? He's got to face all these guys. People were wondering, what's up with Macho Man? He wasn't at the show. He's in the NWO Wolfpack. Is he going to join Hogan and go back on his word? Because the whole reason that the Wolfpack formed was because of Hogan, because they were tired of playing Hogan's game. They were tired of playing second fiddle to Hogan. So everybody's wondering, is the Macho Man going to take over NWO Wolfpack? What about Sting? He wasn't at the show either. Is Sting going to turn to the dark side? Is he going to join Lex Luger, his best friend? And are they going to be part of the new NWO Elite? Well, come to find out that things didn't work out so well. And of course, as history has shown us, people have blamed this as the catalyst for the death of WCW. They blamed this for the moment when WCW jumped the shark and was no longer a good product and no longer a viable product. Because like I said, hindsight is 2020. When this angle was proposed, when they did this angle, no one knew that Goldberg was going to end up wanting to negotiate his contract, willing to sit out, willing to miss shows until he got paid more. No one knew that. No one knew that Sting and the Macho Man were not going to be around, that they were not going to play ball, so to speak. So, of course, things didn't work out. Things did not work out the way they were planned to. But if they did, everybody would have been looking back at this moment and said, oh my God, it was so great. This is, this led into such a great program for Goldberg, a great program for Sting. We had Diamond Dallas Page and other people stepping up to, to defend WCW. But like I said, that's not exactly what happened. That's not what we got. But this moment, this finger poke of doom, despite what everybody says now, despite what people say in hindsight, this was not the worst angle. This was not the death of WCW. This wasn't even the catalyst for the death. No, no, no. This was actually a very exciting moment. This was a game changer, if you will. This, when it happened, people were excited. People were willing to give WCW another chance. The NWO had gotten stale. NWO Wolfpack were good guys, but at the same time, they weren't WCW. And as popular as they were, that act was kind of running thin. NWO Wolfpack against NW Hollywood, it was stacked. You had Nash, Macho, Lex, Sting. And on the other side, who'd you have? Scott Steiner. Hogan was like I said, he was away. Scott Hall was a drunken mess. So there really wasn't any big names on the NWO Hollywood side to even the odds. So it was a weird dynamic. And if they didn't do this, I don't think they would have had anything good going. I don't think there's any other plan that anybody can conceive of around this time, around these particular wrestlers who they had signed to contracts to do anything better than combining the best heels, the best of the best, the two NWOs together to make a super NWO, to once again create a stable of villains, a stable of heel wrestlers that the heroes could overcome. But like I said, it didn't work out that way. Goldberg pulled some shenanigans. Personally, I don't like the man. I did go to get a signed autograph from him one day, and we were in line. He was supposed to be there for like 3 hours, and we were in line for 3 hours. And we get up to the front of the line, and I think there's about 10 people in front of us, and Goldberg gets up from where he's signing autographs and fucking leaves. It's like 20 people left in line, and the man leaves. He didn't even bother to sign like 20, 30 extra photos and leave them, say, hey, I gotta go. I'm only contracted to be here 3 hours. I gotta leave. I can't stay. But I already signed ahead, a couple extra ones. Pass it out to the people that been waiting in line for 3 fucking hours. So, just off that, I knew Goldberg was a fucking dickhead. So fuck Goldberg. And I never really liked him as a wrestler. He didn't really do it for me. So everybody complaining about this angle, everybody saying that, Goldberg got screwed. What Vince say about Brett? Brett didn't screw Brett. Vince didn't screw Brett. Brett screwed Brett. Kevin Nash didn't screw Goldberg. Goldberg screwed Goldberg. Goldberg deciding to sit out. Goldberg deciding that negotiating for more money was more important than being on the show. That's what killed this angle. That's what killed the storyline, and that's what made this, in hindsight, look like a bad move. But really, that's all I gotta say about this. You know how we do it on this channel. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.